Okay. Just need to know let you know if it works. Yeah, I see it. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. So. All right. All right. Yep.
That's funny because I think I had you live. All right, Nate, welcome to an early podcast today as EA Live is going to go with their event, and we're going to be covering this for the Inside Scoop podcast. This is podcast 99, as we kind of have Jeff talking in the background there. But yeah, we're definitely going to be covering this event. We want to see what EA has. You kind of put out the question there beforehand and asked me, do I think we'll see anything from Anthem? And we both said, you know what, it would be nice, but at this point we both kind of just want an Anthem 2, I think, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly it, man. Anthem, like, it's, after like a year, I gave it like a year.
Get ready.
And I just kind of completely forgot about it till today, actually. And then, once we kind of said that, I'm like, yeah, no time for Anthem to get fixed. It's time for number 2 and a complete overhaul.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
All right.
Oh man, that's loud. Electronic Arts. So this is about 40 minutes long.
Sweet.
EA Play Live. Hello and welcome everyone to EA Play 2020. We're happy that you're joining us today.
Jeff's going to block everything the entire show.
So we've got so much for you, including creative, innovative, and really fun new games, and a lot of news
why
to
are we
share.
echoing?
But before we get into the show, I'd like to take just a minute here.
Oh, there's the echo.
I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to first responders,
I think it was on Jeff's
medical
end.
staff, and essential personnel.
We're co-streaming with Jeff, everybody. This has been brought to you by Jeff
From
Keighley.
natural disasters like the bushfires in my home country to the devastating COVID-19 pandemic, these brave heroes are working to keep us safe and healthy at every turn. I also want to thank our teams for their amazing dedication while working from home. What you've been able to achieve is nothing short of inspirational.
Curious to see
We're
what they
also
have,
deeply
man.
thankful to all of you, our players. Even when we've had to stay physically apart, billions of you are using games to come together, to play, and do amazing things for each other. You've shown why this is truly the greatest form of entertainment on the planet. This is also a critical time for the movement to end racism and racial injustice in this world. Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive real and meaningful change. A couple of weeks ago, we shared some actions that Electronic Arts is taking. We will not rest on this. It's a long-term commitment. We're here for players of every color, background, religion, and personal preference. We will continue to build strong representation in our games, and we are focused on making our communities fun, inclusive, and positive places to play. We also have real work to do to bring greater diversity into our company, and we are committed to doing that work. Today, we're here because of the power of games. Games bring us together. They can make our lives better. They can teach us. They can provide escape and self-expression. And most of all, games can be fun. All of us at Electronic Arts believe in that, and it's why we're excited to get up every morning to make great experiences for all of you. So thanks for being here with us. And now, let's get into some games.
All right, here we go.
Don't be a sports game to start.
Oh, can you
What's
imagine?
up, everybody?
Hey,
I'm
it's
Greg
Greg.
Miller, and welcome
Hey.
to EA Play. We had an incredible show in LA planned for you. Huge stage, massive setup, these giant monitors. I was gonna fly in on an X-Wing. I was gonna land the X-Wing on stage. I was gonna set off a bunch of fireworks. Then what? T-shirt cannon, bam, shooting out game consoles. Then Carol Baskins, the Tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because of circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the Tigers. What's that, James? No Tigers. So you lied. Okay. All right. I'm being told there are no Tigers, but whatever. We're still going to bring you the EA Play you know.
Damn you.
Uh-oh. Welcome to working on the internet all the time, right?
Prizes, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never-before-seen gameplay. Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals galore, world premiere trailers of new, a look at a new way Star Wars fans can live out their greatest fantasies this year, plus a sneak peek at the future. Oh, and pay close attention because today you could win one of thousands of Steam codes for more than a dozen great EA games on Steam. Throughout the show, keep an eye out for discreetly placed golden letters.
Oh, yeah. That's discreet.
Write them down as they appear, and at the end of the show, we'll tell you where you can enter that secret code for a chance to win free games on Steam. So don't go anywhere. Who am I kidding? None of us can leave our houses. But enough talking. Let's see some games. Up first, we're headed to the Outlands. That's right. It's Apex Legends time.
Okay, cool.
Anyone want to take me out?
You should smile more.
Nah. Dude.
Hey Apex fans, the battle just keeps getting bigger. Thanks to you, Apex Legends is coming off its most successful, most epic season yet, and we're just getting started. Season 4 saw more of you jumping into the fight than ever before, and you've kept that amazing momentum going forward, making Season 5 the biggest and best start to a season ever.
Took out an enemy. Hold on to your holograms.
We hope you've been enjoying Season 5, Fortune's Favor, which has seen the introduction of our latest legend, Loba, a major map change to Kings Canyon, rest in peace, Skulltown, an all-new ranked series, and a ton of quality of life updates. But it's about to get even better. Today, I'm here to tell you about what's coming next to Season 5 with our latest collection event, Lost Treasures. Take a look.
I might bury you here. No one will ever know. You'll just be gone.
Oh, dude, he's so badass.
Adventurers.
The best character
Raiders.
in Apex Legends.
Explorers. They risk everything in search of fame, fortune, and answers. Few find what they're looking for. But if they survive, they might walk away with lost treasures.
Wah.
I'll high-five you all when I see you. Mobile respawn.
No, nice shot.
My silences are firing again. Check yourself or wreck yourself. Hey, thanks. I owe you one.
Oh, cool.
Dude, when's the last time you played Apex?
A little bit after
I
Christmas.
know what I'm looking for.
It's been a while,
I
right?
won't
Yeah.
walk away without it.
I heard Crypto's getting an update on Twitter. So that
Oh
he
yeah?
was my favorite character, so that's kind of cool.
Gotcha.
This guy.
T,
That's
it's
cool.
me. Be careful. He's watching you.
As you just saw, the Lost Treasures collection event brings with it a ton of great content, including a new limited time mode, Armed and Dangerous Evolved. It's the return of a fan favorite, snipers and shotties only, but with a twist.
Sending out my decoy.
All armor is Evo armor, and we're removing all of the respawn beacons across the entire map. Don't worry though, you'll still be able to bring back your teammates with the help of a new item, the mobile respawn beacon.
Oh, cool.
You'll have one
Cool.
of these in your inventory at the start of each match, giving you the power to choose when, and more importantly, where you bring your teammates back into the battle.
Nice.
Lost Treasures also introduces
How many times
a
you
new
get spawn
takeover,
camped or like
Crypto's
peeked
map,
there when you did a revive,
which
right?
gives players
Somebody
a
come
closer
in.
look at what
pick his
motivates this
off.
drone-wielding hacker.
Uh,
And of
Sweet.
course, the Lost Treasures collection delivers a bunch of exclusive content you can earn by completing challenges.
Oh, that is
as
cool
well as all new
shit.
event-exclusive cosmetic items
oh, she
and the
looked
introduction of
Yeah.
your boy Mirage's heirloom, which is
too
fittingly
bad.
a
I'm not a
trophy
really
of
big
himself.
fan of.
Excited to see you all in the ring. Don't worry, there's plenty of me's to go around.
And the best part is you don't have to wait that long. Lost Treasures drops on Tuesday, June 23rd. And that's not all, Apex fans. The battle is expanding. That's right. This fall, we're bringing Apex Legends to Steam. And I know you're hoping,
cool.
wondering, praying. So before you ask, yeah, crossplay is coming to Apex this fall.
Oh,
It's been one
Wow.
of the biggest
Man,
requests
you
we
really
get,
want to be on
and we're
console
thrilled
though,
to finally
facing
deliver
off
it to
against
our
Steam
fans.
as well?
What am I forgetting?
no.
Oh yeah, one last
Nobody
thing.
wants
Let's make
that.
it official.
But the crossplay
Oh.
between, oh, you gotta be
Switch.
kidding me. It's
We're
on the Switch.
incredibly excited
I'm playing
to
so,
bring
hey, what's up,
Apex
Scott?
Legends to the
Dude, those
Switch
skins
this
are
fall.
cool, dude.
And we'll share more details in the months ahead.
Coming to the Switch.
So that means
When
you'll
do
be
they,
able to
where's my
squad up
mobile
no matter
version,
where
damn
you and your
it?
friends prefer.
Come on,
Friday,
Respawn, give me my
Xbox,
mobile version of
PlayStation,
Apex.
Switch,
That's
or
cool.
on the PC
It
via
is cool.
Origin
It's on the
Steam.
Switch. I guess that's
We're
my
throwing
mobile
out a
version.
lifeline and healing the divide between the platforms. On behalf of the
I mean,
entire
like, you know,
Apex
it's-
team, we want to thank our incredible community. Your passion for the game
It's
is
like
truly
Call of Duty.
inspiring.
Like it's really
Look
great that
forward to
it's
seeing
fully
you all in the
crossplay,
arena.
but like
And
I'm
don't
not.
forget, check out Lost Treasures on June
Dude, there's-
23rd.
Disadvantaged, man. I'm sorry on
Oh,
console. You really are.
absolutely.
Man, that was amazing.
People can say whatever they want, but if you're playing against someone who's really good on PC, you're dead. Sorry.
Yeah, hands down.
Regardless, though, it's cool. Brings the community together, and it's
Yep.
all
So
across
cool,
all
everyone.
platforms. So.
One thing I admire about
Maxis.
Apex Legends is its commitment to
Sims.
having such a diverse range of characters.
Rest in peace,
At
SimCity.
The Sims, we've always believed representation
Shout
and
out to Scott
diversity
on
in
that one.
games is
Sims,
critically
man. I
important.
want a good Sims.
Perhaps now more than ever.
Dude,
Sims 5
Sims-
there would be
It's
sweet.
difficult to put into words just
don't
how
need a
meaningful
Sims
it can be
laptop.
to see yourself reflected in the games you play. So, here to tell you in their own words are a few members of our Sims community.
Sims is going
It's
so
a very
strong though.
interesting thing to explain.
It feels empowering, actually, and very moving.
It really taught me a lot. The importance of just like keeping relationships good with people.
It's probably like the only place where I was open.
They get to see my personality first before seeing my disability, I guess you could say.
I found myself to be the only black child in my school. I was discriminated, I was bullied. My skin tone, my height, and my teeth.
First realized that I was trans, and I was like praying to God to undo it. I have this world where I can express myself and be myself.
Where I come from, who I am,
What
the color of my
cities
skin,
and skylines,
you know, who I'm attracted
people
to,
update,
let any of that
or
get
they
in
do
the
their
way.
own version
There
of
was no
Sims 3.
barriers.
No
Yeah,
matter
that'd be
where
cool.
I was or what I was going through, I had my safe place. This is plausible. This is a future you can have.
It was almost like I was peeking into the future, and I didn't know it at the time, but it gave me hope.
It gave me
The Sims isn't for me. I played it years ago, but I don't want to get into it anymore. But man, the power of video games. Dude, power of video games is freaking awesome.
As I got more comfortable with my character in the game, I got more comfortable with myself.
I play to build me.
Yeah, nice.
I play to express myself.
I play to make a difference.
I play to feel good about myself.
I play to have confidence.
To have me time.
Fuel my creativity.
It's more than just a
Just
game.
made a pretty good version of us in our
new
cat on
life.
Sims 4. Dude, we need that avatar. We'll use it for the show, Scott. Send it over. Chelsea made an avatar for them. Hell yeah, send that over. It's funny.
So,
As you just saw, there are so many reasons why I am proud to be part of the Sims global community. We want The Sims to be a place of unity and hope, a place where you can be your authentic self and build your vision for our shared world, a place to imagine what's possible. To our Simmers, thank you for everything you've done to make your communities, virtual and real, a better place. Now, I know some of you tuned in hoping for some Sims news, and we'll have plenty to share as the summer goes on, but we do have one announcement for you. We'll be welcoming players on a whole new platform as The Sims 4 arrives on Steam today. Take a look.
They're really pushing the whole Steam stuff now, eh?
yeah.
I just don't want to manage another version of myself. I can't manage myself, never mind another version of me.
Yeah, it's about role playing. You're never gonna live that cool of life.
Yeah, that's true.
Or be a star? Well, maybe we will.
Alright, what's next?
Hey everyone, Alex here from the social team.
Oh,
And
Jeff
joining
took
me
himself
today
off.
from our community team is Freeman.
Hey folks, yes, we're here to tell you that it's not just The Sims 4 arriving on Steam today. 5 more great EA games, including Titanfall 2, A Way Out,
Oh, man.
and Dead Space 3, are all playable right this second.
And when EA Access arrives on Steam this fall, you can get all those great titles and a ton more with your membership.
You can
Titanfall
also
2, A
expect
Way
to
Out,
see
and what was the
our
other
new
one?
Releases on Steam too.
Dead Space
One
3.
has first arrived just a short while ago with full mod support via Steamworks.
The critics love it, and we know you will too. This is Command & Conquer Remastered.
Scott and I are playing that for review right now.
I can't wait to play it.
Dude, I sent you a code today. Man, it was like instant nostalgia came flooding back in like seconds. I was like, oh shit. It was so cool. And the music too.
Oh, the music,
Oh,
yeah.
the music, man. I was just
Good.
like, oh, it's been so long since this music. It was funny.
Oh man.
Welcome back, Commander.
And Steam isn't the only platform getting some love. We'll be bringing games to more platforms than ever.
You can expect 7 new games coming to Switch in the next 12 months. including Burnout Paradise coming tomorrow and Apex Legends later this year. And we're bringing crossplay to many of your favorite games too, starting with Need for Speed Heat and continuing with some new titles being revealed later in the show.
It's all about giving you the freedom to play what you want, where you want, and with who you want. It's about playing together.
Absolutely. Now, let's reveal some more games. Over to you, Greg.
Quick reminder to keep an eye out for those special golden letters hidden throughout the show. They could appear anywhere, and I mean anywhere, so keep your eyes open. Write the letters down as they appear, and once you've got the full code, you'll be able to enter for a chance to win one of more than a dozen great games on Steam.
Do you want to spell it out now? Say it's EA Play Live?
Now, if you follow my content at all, then you know there's nothing I love more than buffalo wings and discovering inventive new games. Well, I don't have any buffalo wings, but I do have something just as tasty. Over the past couple of years, EA has partnered with the amazing studios like Hazelight and Zoink to give us such creative titles as A Way Out and Faye. Here to explain how they do it are a few of the talented developers working on the next wave of EA originals.
Sorry, I need to turn off my air conditioning. I'm good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Sometimes you just have this great idea of a game, but it can be really hard to do it on your own.
We wanted space for our studio's creativity to flow free, so that we could try unconventional approaches to solving new ideas.
There are times where you've got to break past your own sort of mental blocks, even if that meant building a whole new kind of game engine.
We get to do the game we want to do. Nothing, and I mean nothing.
Nah.
We wanted space for our studio's creativity to flow free,
so that we can try unconventional
approaches to solving new ideas.
There are times where you've got to break past your own sort of mental blocks, even if that meant building a whole new kind of game engine.
We get to do the game we want to do. Nothing, and I mean nothing, comes into the game if it doesn't follow the vision.
Hey,
we can really push our ideas further and bigger than we first imagined.
Let's find that.
Wait, bounce this forward? Just recapping some of the originals here, right? A Way Out, Faye, some of those.
And now for a deeper dive into what these developers are working on, we turn our spotlight on 3 studios. Up first is Hazelight and their mild-mannered, quiet leader, Joseph Fares.
World premiere.
Let's do it.
Please welcome Joseph Fares.
Nah. Dude, Brothers was a cool game.
Passionate people, there are crazy people, and there's me.
A Way Out was unique.
Yeah. Okay, can you swear here?
What's he working on now?
Okay. The Oscars, you know? The Oscars! No apologies there. Yeah, I know I'm cocky. I can't help it, man.
I like him.
I was born in Beirut, 1977. I lived there 10 years. There was civil war, and there was a lot of bad stuff happening there. We tried to move 5 times to Sweden. The 5th time they let us in. And that's lucky for Sweden, because I've given Sweden a lot, you know. My 3rd movie, Zozo, is basically about my life when I came to Sweden when I was young. I've done 5 fiction movies, and now I've done 3 games. And it's way hard to make a game. It's almost like the audience have control of the pacing of the story, while in movies it's being paced for you. In video games, there's so much to be explored from a storytelling perspective because of the interactivity. There are some studios out there that are making games that have good stories, but they pretty much have one mechanic they reuse all the time. The designers and the story writers are kind of doing 2 different games. That's why I founded Hazelight, to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible in games. That's what game number 3 from Hazelight is all about. And action. The new game, It Takes Two, is a co-op action-adventure platformer that will blow your f***ing mind away. The story starts out with a small family. Cody, May, that's the parents, and then Rose, the little daughter. So Cody and May are about to separate. Rose doesn't want them to divorce, so she creates 2 dolls out of wood and clay, and these dolls magically come alive.
Oh, I know. Isn't he something else, Scott?
Cody
He's
and May.
funny.
And you could say you're almost controlling their emotions. You're almost playing their emotions. There's even levels where we're actually making a mechanic for their emotions. So again, marrying the story and the mechanics. And I think for the players, that's gonna feel very new, different, and unique. They haven't played anything like this before. It Takes Two is a crazy roller coaster ride.
I don't know, man. I just played The Last of Us. You want to talk about emotional roller coaster?
The roller coaster crashes and you fly into the sky and get up into space. And when you're in space, you're like, what the f am I doing up here? And then maybe you get back to Earth again. That's the best way to describe It Takes Two, actually.
Sounds cool. I'm up to check this out.
Variety to its gameplay.
2021.
Wow, that was the best way to describe it. All right, Joseph, we love you so much. Thank you. Keep it up over there. The Oscars. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this originals train rolling, and let's stay in Sweden. Of course, I'm a fan of both their delicious red gummy fish and their video games. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Klaus and Olav from Zoink Games.
Zoink.
Thanks, Greg. Welcome to Gothenburg and, well, my home. Unfortunately, I didn't bring you any Swedish fish, but we do have some exciting news for you about our latest game. At Zoink, we've always been driven by love of rich visual storytelling and creating strange worlds that people can escape to. The weirder, the better. And I think my friend Olav would agree.
Can I spin?
Yeah, absolutely. And for our next game, though, we wanted to try something a little darker, something out of a gothic fairy tale. What started with a mood and some paintings grew into this eerie, strange world that feels like something out of a beautiful, twisted dream. And that's the world of Random.
Lost in Random is the story of Even, a little girl with a big heart.
Oh yeah, of course. He's the one that did it, man. So yeah.
After a horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world of Random. But fortunately, she's not alone. Just like I have Olav, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers Dicey, a playful, loyal, almost puppy-like dice companion that gives her the power to really change things in the kingdom of Random.
Dicey.
Despite the name, in Even's world, randomness is feared, and a dark force controls every aspect of life, from where you live to how you act or what your favorite color is. It's a coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a mysterious world, but it holds a modern message that's really relevant to our world right now.
I think we can all relate to the desire to try and control the chaos around us. With Dicey's help, though, Even learns the power in doing just the opposite. Embrace the randomness, accept the uncertainties in life, and you'll be surprised how far it takes you.
Imagine if you could change the course of life with the roll of a dice. What would you do? Play it safe or trust in yourself and take a chance?
You really want me to answer that question?
I can't wait for you to play and find out.
We're still a long ways from launch, but we hope you will join Even and Dicey on their journey next year. Until then,
please
2021? Enjoy this first look at Lost in Random.
Welcome to Random.
Lost in Random? Is that what it's called?
I don't know. He said, welcome to Random.
I know.
The world of Random.
That's gotta be random.
Ends with the roll of one dice. A dice that has ruled this kingdom for generations.
The claymation-like style, right?
Transforming the fates of people just
pretty
like
cool.
you. But what if I told you there is another dice with the power to change everything? Now, my friend, it's your turn to roll, to play the odds, and break the curse of Random.
You can't have the sweet without the sour.
Looks interesting.
No, Dicey. They should be scared of us. Right?
Oh, man. Oh, Lost in Random.
I like it. It looks cool.
It does.
Really cool. That's a look at Lost in Random and embracing randomness. I feel like I live that every day in my life. Do you know I was going to do that? You didn't know that. Dicey's my spirit animal. The game's out next year. But for something that's blasting off a whole lot sooner, take it away, Kevin Franklin.
Did you see the golden A there?
I did see the golden A. Are you writing this shit down? Because I'm not.
Final Strike Games, our team of experienced industry veterans, have worked on incredible multiplayer franchises. We are passionately focused on making great multiplayer games.
God, no.
That's why.
You think they even talk about Anthem? Dude, they probably won't even talk about Anthem.
To release our first ever title, Rocket Arena.
Rocket Arena!
As you'll see, we stay loyal to the name of the game. It's a rockets-only shooter that allows players to get into the action quickly and stay in the fight. We wanted Rocket Arena to be an awesome, competitive experience to play with friends. I think you're going to love what we've got in store for you.
Everything's got to be
Here's
competitive.
The all-new trailer.
Ready for
Rocket
esports.
Arena. Enjoy.
I know. Well, It Takes Two and Lost in Random is not competitive at all. It's two story game modes.
That's true. That's been multiplayer. It seems like every multiplayer mode they make it, trying to make it for esports.
Well, they make it for esports, so they want to get like
Sure, we've got
money. Not a lot of games that have that potential.
You know what I mean? You guys suck.
public transportation.
Dude, they've only had 3 letters, Scott.
And exotic destinations.
It's EA so far,
The people
right?
are courteous and friendly.
Not EA Play.
And, always
They already
happy to
lost.
help their fellow citizens. Are you leaving already? But the real reason life is so good? We've got rockets.
That looks like Jade from Jade Empire.
Let's hit the trail.
Oh, I'm just so over this graphic style.
Oh, you mean the Fortnite style? Welcome to Fortnite with just rockets. I don't know, man. I'll try it. 3-on-3. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm not hating. I'm not saying it's not gonna be fun. It's
No.
just something I wouldn't invest more than like 10 hours.
Yeah, no, I hear you there.
Never turn your back on the water.
Like, I don't want to look like Barbie.
It is very Fortnite-esque, though, isn't it?
Oh man, yeah.
I'm here to rock it.
Like, it does look fun though. I will give it that.
Yep.
Rocket Arena.
So as you just
All
saw, rockets
platforms.
are obviously awesome to blast all over the place.
All platforms?
But in order to come out
Yeah.
on top, there's a lot to master. You'll have a range of rocket-powered abilities to blast opponents out of the arena, and an arsenal of evasive moves. Rocket jump, rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out yourself.
Rocket jump, rocket climb.
Don't worry though, you're never out of the action for
Rocket,
long.
rocket,
Even
rocket.
when you're out, you'll fly right back into the fray.
So there's a storm
You'll
involved
also
in
be able
everything?
to really customize your own unique look and playstyle. Each of the 10 heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered abilities. And as you play, you'll discover items that allow you to further refine each of your heroes' playstyles. Plus, every character has 100 levels of progression that
Wow.
unlock new cosmetics and rewards. All that and much more when Rocket Arena arrives on July 14th. And there's plenty more content to come in our first season, which begins just 2 weeks after
With the
launch
battle
on
pass.
July 28th, and brings with it a blast pass and a ton of free content,
See?
including new maps, in-game events, and a new playable character.
The blast pass.
Rocket Arena is a game meant to be played with friends, regardless of platform. That's why we're thrilled to announce cross-play support right from the start.
Cool.
So grab your friends, regardless of their platform, and get ready to blast off with Rocket Arena on July 14th on PlayStation, Xbox, Origin, and Steam. And we'll be sharing more gameplay right after
Is
the
it free
show
to play?
with the help
Did he
of some
say?
great content creators. So check us out on YouTube at the link below. See you in the
The one
arena.
that Jeff's covering.
Wow, that looks great. And hopefully you've all been keeping track of the golden letters hidden throughout
Why?
the show and nearly cracked the code. Here's a hint. It's not Kanye. Keep an eye out for the last couple of letters, and then at the end of the show, we'll reveal where you need
why?
to go to enter the code and
Yeah,
a chance
I
to
haven't
win
really
some
been
great
paying
games on
attention to it.
Steam. Now, from the future of rocket warfare, we head to a different kind of battle. It's the real reason I didn't get any sleep last night, and if you thought you heard sleigh bells, that's because it might as well be Christmas in June. It's finally time to talk Star Wars Squadrons.
Yeah.
Now, okay, I
Yeah.
promise you, we are going to get a first look at some brand new gameplay in just a moment. But first, for anyone who doesn't fully grasp why I'm so excited, earlier this week, EA and Lucasfilm dropped a trailer that literally gave me all the feels, chills, joy,
Look cool.
excitement,
It looks,
and then
it's
more
like
chills
it's a
on top of that.
dogfighter, right?
Take a
But
look.
it's Star Wars.
I just, man, okay, here we go. We need to see
You're the Star Wars guy. You tell. Yeah, I know. That was just it, though, right? It was just a cinematic trailer, so it's hard to tell you.
Well, it's because they got leaked out, right? And they didn't really want to do anything, but they kind of had to just, I guess, whip this up or show this.
Yeah.
Whatever they showed off.
You can't just whip this up, though.
Like GameSpot. No, this isn't whipped up. I want to see it now. I've already seen this.
Yeah. No, we want to see what the actual game looks like, right?
5 pilots.
So here's the shorter version of the trailer. You've already seen.
See you in 2021. Be excited for 2021. I remember that from Square Enix. Be excited for E3.
Like, this got me really excited. I just... Space combat in Battlefront 2 is so boring after about half an hour.
Sure.
It's too basic. It needs to be like kind of like X-Wing or TIE Fighter.
Oh
my god!
That was it?
The 37-year-old man on this couch is excited.
It was a shorter version of the trailer.
For the second year in a row, I have the honor and privilege of helping introduce a new Star Wars title. And here, to put the hype in hyperdrive, is none other than Motive's creative director, Ian Fraser. Hello, Ian!
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
I'm great, how are you?
Doing good. Happy to actually get to show this to people.
September 2nd is when
in
it's
my
coming
copious
out.
notes I have on you, I'm told you are quite the Star Wars fan and have been a long time. How long have you liked Star Wars?
I've been a Star Wars fan for pretty much my whole life. I don't even remember the first time I saw the movies. And as a kid, there was a lot of different parts of Star Wars I loved. One of them was being a pilot, that idea of climbing into an X-Wing or a TIE fighter. So, I played all the flight games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive about them. I'd pause, meticulously draw the insides of the cockpits and stuff. And actually, I dug up some of those drawings from my parents' attic over the holidays.
That's awesome.
We're showing them right now to the world. This strikes me as above and beyond the normal level of Star Wars fandom.
So exciting.
I think at Motive, you'll find that quite a few people have that level of Star Wars fandom. When we started this project, I talked to a lot of people as they joined the team, and a lot of them had similar kinds of stories of things they'd done as kids. One of them even built a functional cockpit in his garage.
Oh my god.
That's fandom on another level. How do you guys go from being a fan, drawing what you see in the game, or building a cockpit in your garage, to actually making this game?
Well, I think that fandom, just love of Star Wars, has provided a really good foundation for us. But on top of that, of course, the team at Motive got a lot of experience working with Star Wars when they worked on Battlefront 2. And when Battlefront 2 wrapped up, there was a really small group of us that were really into particularly the pilot experience within Star Wars. And we wanted to make something new, something that really went all in on that part of the fantasy. And so we did kind of a grassroots initiative, or started a little passion project. And that ramped up into eventually what is the game we're going to show you today.
You talk about, your passion for this, your nostalgia for Star Wars flight games of the past. How do you honor that but make something brand new?
It's been interesting. We're trying to kind of pull from that spiritual heritage of many different games in that time period. At the same time, we want to do something that feels fresh and new for fans today. And so what we've tried to look at is sort of the spiritual core of what I think are the best of the Star Wars flight games of the past. And what they did that I love is that they made that part of the universe real. The level of depth and detail that they show in the ships, the way that you control them, is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with Squadrons.
Yeah.
In real life,
you're saying all the right things,
is hard. It takes skill. And that's something that you'll see throughout the game.
We'll see what it looks like.
As you start off playing, it's pretty straightforward, fly around, shoot your lasers. But as you get deeper into it, you start learning how to divert energy from your lasers to your engines, how to shift your shields from the front to the back to cover your butt in a dogfight. Or at the higher levels of skill, you can do really crazy stuff. Like you can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180 and shoot a missile off your own tail while drifting back.
No, they're not.
Real ace pilot stuff. And that's really where we have a lot of fun with the game.
I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that. I understand the nuts and bolts of how to play it. Is there a single-player story? Is there a multiplayer mode? What are we getting into?
It's actually some of both. So the game starts with a brand new single-player story, takes place a little bit after Return of the Jedi, and it has kind of a unique dual perspective approach to it. So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot, and you're going to alternate between their perspectives mission to mission over the course of the story. You're going to meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and also a few familiar faces. Now, when you're done with that story and you've played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey, I want to try multiplayer. We want to make it really easy for you to hop online with your friends and play competitive space battles at that point. And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers, to make it as easy as possible for you to play with your friends. And so I'm happy to say we fully support crossplay. You can be on PS4, Xbox One, PC. You can be playing on a traditional display or in VR, which, fun fact, the entire game supports VR from beginning to end. It's pretty cool. But regardless of how you're playing, which platform, they can all play together. Just hook up with your friend, connect, have an awesome space.
Dude, Scott, did you see that?
Death starred my mind,
VR.
man. That's awesome. That is the big question. When can people actually play it?
Not too long, actually. Star Wars Squadrons is coming out on October 2nd.
Okay.
October 2nd.
Not too long at all. I was worried about you. I thought you were going to leave me on a teaser there. You didn't. You actually delivered. I appreciate that. The next big ask I have on behalf of everybody watching, I'm sure, who came here for one specific reason, can we see some new gameplay of it? Can we see any gameplay of it?
Absolutely. I kind of figured you might want to. On behalf of everyone at Motive and the team at Lucasfilm, I am very happy to show you the world's first look at gameplay of Star Wars Squadrons. Enjoy.
Or is it just... I don't know, man. I think this is going to be good. Hey, look, it's a cinematic trailer.
The second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum!
This is Star Wars Squadron. Earn your wings in a single-player story
I don't
spanning
think
two
so.
factions.
This is all cinematic stuff, man.
Fire on that ship! And master multiplayer battles as
So this
a
is the
squadron of
story.
5.
Yeah.
Option
Okay,
to
there
play
you go.
the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Dude, the entire thing in VR?
You'll begin your career in a single-player story
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic. You'll experience this world through your cockpit. The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback about power management, targeting, and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
Hello, Vanguard. Welcome to the Nadiri dockyards.
One of my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready.
Let him have it.
To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any
that's
situation.
not a lot.
Not.
Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get him.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun.
Support ships can keep
Reaper.
allies safe
You
and stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters.
Light him up. Nice.
A little disappointed that they're not going to have the B-Wing.
Able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
If you've got a
Cool,
preferred
though.
component,
Yeah.
Probably have DLC and shit.
I'll take
Oh,
care
yeah,
of
for
it.
sure.
Unlock
course.
everything you need to customize your pilot and starfighters simply by
nice.
playing the game. From cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50 components that alter how your ships fly, fight, and survive.
They're on you.
I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your loadout depending on your squadron's strategy. Finally
Dude,
got
it's
'em.
gonna be
This
so
will be
good.
critical in Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes. First up, Dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
Vanguard 5, that was the best.
Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels unmarked.
Wow.
For teams
That
looking
looks
for
cool.
an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode,
Oh, cool.
Fleet Battles. Fleet Battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll
Like
have the
Battlefield.
option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
Don't worry, I got him for you.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff. First, push the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
That's pretty
We've
cool.
lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward
Oh, man,
or
look at
falls
that.
back to defend.
Oh,
It's your
Oh, dude.
squadron's choice.
That looks
how to
It's
play.
hitting all the right places right now.
Yeah.
Speedy,
Hitting all the right
unrelenting
notes.
assaults,
Stay together, strike quickly.
stealth and
So
subversion,
good.
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
or brutal bombardment.
That ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now.
Let's make this count.
Oh, damn.
This is Star Wars
Oh,
Squadron.
that's pretty cool.
Dude, that looks so
Join
good.
the galaxy's finest.
VR too,
and
man.
Make your
I can't
mark.
believe it. PlayStation VR? Rift? Oculus? HTC Vive? What VR systems is going to be out for?
Yeah, and it's full crossplay. So what does it mean? Yeah, like
Yeah.
VR gameplay not available on all platforms.
Read the chat. Nice catch. Yeah, so is that just PlayStation VR? Whoa.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Lamar Jackson. I'm excited to be a part of the EA Sports family.
Here we
This is
go.
you guys' new man called athlete. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you this season. This is EA Sports Next Level.
You feel it all.
You feel that burst of speed?
It's like I'm lightning. In that moment, I'm untouchable.
When I play, I'm not afraid of anything.
Not afraid to hit or get hit.
This game is the one true love. Makes me feel like somebody.
Sports actually gonna look really good next week, man.
Oh, yeah.
You think it's time?
It's just me and the keeper.
I think so. Do you remember when like PlayStation 3 and 360 launched and they had Fight Night?
Score that goal.
Yeah.
Dude, when he got socked in the jaw and all of a sudden he goes in slow-mo. It was like, whoa. Everybody lost their shit. I think we're gonna get to that point again.
Singing your song.
I can't live without that
The
feeling.
biggest
Honestly,
issue.
the biggest is the crowd, man.
That's what I was gonna say. Hey, dude, what's
Every
up?
game, it looks so bad.
Another 5 minutes or so, maybe 10. Yeah, that's the problem, right? You kind of lose the sports enthusiasm by the crowd when they're all blocky or like paper cutouts or like, you know what I mean?
Same thing.
They're
You see
all
like
yeah.
30 different things. There are 20,000 fans. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, they all look the
30
same.
different designs.
Yeah.
I want that
But we'll see.
hair raising.
I want to live in the floodlights.
I want to feel it all.
EA Sports.
It's in the game. Oh,
nice.
Love
I've heard that in so long.
Now, that's a lot to look forward to, but there's more. Here to tell us about the future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
Thanks, Greg, and thanks, Lamar. Welcome to the EA Sports family. There are great things to come from EA Sports for all of you, and that's just the beginning. As you've seen throughout the show today, our electronic artists are working hard to bring you more of the games that you want to play. Games like Star Wars Squadrons, Apex Legends, and Command & Conquer. These games all exist because of you. Your voices are heard, and we are acting on your feedback. Now, we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences, new stories, new gameplay, all enabled by new console technology. And we're so excited about what's to come, we don't want to wait until next June to share what the teams are working on. Generation shifts are an opportunity to push beyond the boundaries of gaming as we know it today. And this time is no different. Our studios are taking their crazy ambitious ideas and making them real. Criterion is known for how their games feel. From superior physics to nuanced details of gameplay, this team hand-curates the moment-to-moment experience. And with the new consoles this year, there will be a seamless immersion which will get you into the race in a matter of seconds.
Wow.
Bioware imagines and creates worlds where you become the hero of your own story. And we're using this next generation of technology to make those fantasy worlds your reality. For every console generation, DICE sets the bar for excellence in audio and visual presentation. We are creating epic battles at a scale and fidelity unlike anything you've experienced before. At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious and innovative new game that puts the power and creativity in your hands. And it's an experience that would have been impossible without next-gen technology. This is just the beginning of the things we are working on, and there is so much more to come. The future of EA Studios is not just about new technology. It's about you, your voices, your ideas. We want to be where you come to play. We want to make games for everyone. So please keep giving us your feedback and let's build the future together. On behalf of all of our studios, thank you for joining us today. But before we sign off, there's just one more game we would love to share.
Anthem 2.
Cousin Darren, over to you.
Thank you. So the moment is here. We finally get to say,
we're back. We're doing it. Skate's happening. We're rolling. We've secretly got together. It's the beginning. The skate evolution continues.
Damn it.
Honestly, to make the right game at the right time with the right idea, and really, really pleased to say that we're here. It is really early, but
we're stoked, and this is just the beginning.
We really.
Oh no! Uh-oh, Jeff lost his signal.
Come on, guys.
We went down. Oh no, we went down. So they ended by the looks of things with Skate.
What happened?
Come
on, people.
It's gone. That looks like it's gonna wrap up the presentation there, buddy.
What?
What?
Come on, people.
This guy's YouTube.
This is crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Before we go, because I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret code. If you think you've got the complete code, go to player.gg/EA and enter for a chance to win one of thousands of free games sponsored by player.gg. You can find
so they ended with Skate, even though we kind of missed it there, Nate. That's how it ended. So Skate's back, early concept. They said they're in early stages.
An amazing experience, an amazing opportunity
nowhere
for all
near
of us all over the world to come
completion.
together.
They're working on it.
They are
That was a
working
good
on it.
idea to announce that.
Until next time, I'll
been
see you
getting
online.
for a
It's been
while.
my pleasure to serve you.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, they definitely have. I know, there's some pretty cool looking stuff out of this.
Yeah, I guess we.
There you go.
No Anthem. We didn't think we would see it, but honestly, really, what did we see? So here, let's pop it up. Let's
Big final sizzle.
turn that down a bit. So they start with Apex Legends, went into Sims. They talked about Command and Conquer. They said that 7 new games are coming to the Switch. Need for Speed Heat is going to have crossplay. Then they touched on 3 EA originals, one from Hazelight, It Takes Two, coming out in 2021. Zoink Games, Lost and Random. Didn't catch a date on that one at all. And then Final Strike Games with Rocket Arena, which is coming to all platforms on July 14th, which looked like a good time. And then from there got into Star Wars Squadrons, which looks awesome. October 2nd, we're going to see that one. Yep. Little sizzle reel on EA Sports. Not really much to talk about there.
Apparently.
And then they ended with the announcement of, yes, Skate is coming. So that is kind of about it, to be honest. Which isn't a bad EA play. You kind of wonder what they have, but at the same time, I didn't really expect that they would have much. And from what we've seen, they didn't have much.
No, and yeah, that's just it. Like, we're kind of missing out on a few big things. We didn't really hear what coming from Bioware. They just said they're working on something. We saw a little concept kind of graphical art, I guess.
Yeah.
They didn't talk about Mass Effect. They didn't talk about Anthem. They haven't talked about Dragon Age.
Exactly.
There was a tweet not even that long ago that the creators of Dead Space are working on something, but I don't know if the creators of Dead Space are still connected to EA.
I think they are.
You know what I mean?
So,
I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's
a lot of.
I don't want to say it was a misstep. It was a really good presentation. It was well put together and it was entertaining. So
it was entertaining, but it was just empty.
It was like Apex Legends. That was kind of a weak start, in my opinion. I know that
no big shock, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's no awe factor. The only real awe factor I had was the squadrons. That was the biggest thing. My biggest moment where I was like, "Wow, this is pretty exciting stuff." I mean, crossplay for Apex is exciting. I'm not discrediting that, I guess, but for awe factor, man, like that whole probably 8 minutes he was talking, I was kind of like a little fairy-eyed.
Yeah, definitely the highlight of the night. And that is going to wrap up the Inside Scoop special with the EA Play live event. And we will be back on Monday as we have a very special stream, Players versus Cancer. Hopefully we'll see everybody there. That is for a great cause, and we can't wait to support it. We'll be here live Monday night at 11:30 p.m. going to 1 with some Overcooked 2. Let's see if we can burn the house down, Nate.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you later.